Hi, how are you? Today we're going to be working on this tutorial for this little squid pattern that is available on my Instagram as a free pattern. This one is in Parfait Chunky, but I'm going to be using Big Twist Posh yarn. So it will be coming out a little bit bigger, but I think it's a little bit better for you guys to be able to see on the camera because it's not as fluffy. So yeah, let's just get started. Right here, I am using a 10mm size eyes, and I am also using a 5mm size crochet hook. So I'm going to put 10 stitches into my magic ring. And that is 1, and that is 2, and that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you just want to pull this. Okay, so once you have that closed up, you just want to pull on this. And I am still using a 5mm crochet hook just because it is what I like using with posh yarn. It makes it really tight and comfortable, and I would recommend you guys just to figure out what type of hook works for you. You don't have to use the same one as me. Round 1 is going to be 1 single crochet, 1 increase, and we're going to do this 5 times. Okay, so let's make sure to add your stitch marker right there. Okay, 1 increase, and that's 1 single crochet, increase, and that is 2, 1 single crochet, increase, 1 single crochet, increase, and we are on 4. This is our last one. 1 single crochet, increase. There you go, and you just want to pull that out and pull it back in to the next round. And the next round we're going to single crochet all around for the next 4 rounds. So round 3 to 6 we're going to be single crocheting. And let's just complete this round, and I will fast forward in the next few rounds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, so let's fast forward to round 6, and I will be right back. Okay, and we are back in round 6. So I like to always leave my yarn right here. Whenever I am doing single crochet rounds, just so that I know where I started and I know how many rounds I went up. It just makes it easier for me. So we're just going to take that out, put it at the start of the next round. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to pull this out and figure out what kind of eyes I want on it. So we're just going to bring these over here. Normally with this pattern, I do this one over here, and it is a 10mm little safety eye. But I think, and this might just be me, I'm thinking something like maybe a little bit bigger. So you want to put the eyes between rounds 5 and 6. So you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right here was correct. And I always like to just push them in, like put them in like that, just to make them look a little cutesy vibe. Okay, and I like to do them 3 stitches apart, just like that. So let me just go get the backings for this. Okay, so here are the backings, and I just want to make sure that this is how I want them. And I'll just pop that in there. There you go. So you want to make sure that they're still lined up the same way, and in this case they are. So we're going to move on to round 7, and let's just put this little yarn stitch marker right there. And yarn 7 is 1 single crochet, decrease. So 1 single crochet, decrease. And that's 1. This is 1 single crochet, decrease, and that's 2. 1 single crochet, decrease, that's 3. 1 single crochet, decrease, that's 4. 1 single crochet, and let's take the stitch marker out and put it into a new round. And round 8 is going to be decrease, decrease 6 stitches, 6 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, And we're going to decrease to pull this and stuff. Oh, we're also going to take this out. And like I said last time, we don't need a lot of stuffing. A little bit will do the job. Alright, so you want to be able to finish with this type of shape for the head. And now we are going to be moving on to the short tentacles. So don't forget to put your stitch marker in. And this round we are working in the front loops only. And the first stitch is going to be a slip stitch. So let's just do that. Okay. So we're going to be making a chain of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we already made a chain of 7, and in the second chain from the crochet hook, we're going to be doing a slip stitch. So this is 1, this is 2, doing a slip stitch right in there. And we're going to be single crocheting down the chain 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And remember, we're working in the front loop only. So we're going to be doing these short tentacles 8 times. In the front loop only. Do that again. Slip stitch. Making a chain of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the second chain from the hook, we are going to slip stitch and work down the chain, making 5 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and okay. So we're going to do this again. And like I said, we're going to do this until we have 8 of these little tentacles. So I'm going to fast forward this last stitch right here. We are going to slip stitch just to connect them all. And you want to pull that just a little bit. Right here next to the stitch marker where you see that lighter blue of yarn is the back loop. So you want to slip stitch and you want to make a leg. Now a leg is 8 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Going from where the hook is at the second chain, we're going to be doing a half double crochet. So do 1 loop, go right in, take 1 out, and pull it through. And again, in the second loop, we're going to be doing a half double crochet. So let's do all that once again. And now we want to do 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is how one long tentacle is going to look. Okay, so after this one leg, we're going to be doing 1 single crochet. So let's just go ahead and do that. And 1. And after that, we're going to be doing another leg that is a chain of 8. So let's just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So again, in the second loop from the chain, we're going to be doing a half double crochet and 1 more half double crochet, and we're going to be going down the chain and doing 5 single crochets. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so after that, we're going to be doing 4 single crochets into the back loops. So right here, 1 and 2, 3, and 4. And this is going to be lining up with where your stitch marker is. So now what we want to do is just cut the yarn right there and just leave a short tail. Pull this out already. We won't be needing it anymore. Right here, it looks like a little octopus right now, just because the legs are all curled up, but we have to do this side of the squid. So right now, let's just close up this hole, and we're going to be doing this with our yarn needle. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so you just want to go back and forth right there. And now we're going to pull this really tight. So that you can close it up. And you'll see that right there. And I like to secure it. So I just grab one stitch nearby. Grab this. Don't let the loop go through so that we can do a little knot right there. And you want to take it out another stitch. through. And just do a little small knot right there. Now you want to grab your scissors, cut this yarn, and grab the back of the yarn needle. So we're going to be doing the sides of the little head. It's just a detail just to make it look more like a squid and not like an octopus, because that's what it's giving right now, other than the two little legs right there. But yeah, okay, so we're going to insert our hook into the 4th row. So you want to count 1, 2, 3, 4. 4th row, 1 stitch away from the eyes. So 1 stitch away, so right over here. Okay, so let's just make sure that you guys saw that. It was a 1/4 row, 1 stitch away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 stitch away. Double crochet stitch. So you want to yarn over, put through, take out, yarn over again, pull through 2 loops, 1, 2, and yarn over again and pull through both of the loops. There you go. And you just want to tighten this up just a little bit right there, just to make it a little bit tighter. So you want to chain 1, and just to make it easier, remember you can like squeeze down on the plushie right there, chain right there, 1 right there, and 1 more slip stitch. There you go. And 1 single crochet right there. So you want to chain 1, pull through right here, and we're going to be single crocheting 1 right here. Okay, so right here, remember we're working into this 1 stitch away from the eye, so it goes down over here. After that, we're going to be doing slip stitch right there, 1 slip stitch, 2 slip stitch, chain 1, and a double crochet stitch. So yarn over, pull in, pull the yarn, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over 1 more time, and pull through. Now you want to slip stitch into the same stitch. Cut the yarn, that's enough, and fasten off the yarn right there. So you're going to be with something like this. So we will need the yarn needle for these 2 tails right here, and now you want to grab 1, put it through just anywhere, honestly. Push that in. You don't wanna, don't pull it too hard so that the double crochet doesn't pull all the way in. If it does, just pull it out a little bit so you can see it. And you want to do the other tail. Just put it right through. And where am I doing it? Right here. Right there is enough. And again, make sure that you didn't pull the yarn too hard. And now you want to just graft both tails and make a little knot. Do one more. And you want to grab your scissors. Cut right here. That is good enough. And with the back of your needle again, you just push it through. Okay, so now we are all done, and we have a little baby squid. Isn't it so cute? Now, if you want to make it into a keychain, you can. So now, this is what I use for my keychain. And what you want to do is kind of just poke this in there. Pull this in. And there you go. And now it is a keychain or a little backpack buddy. Let me know how you guys did. If you guys liked this tutorial, I can do a lot more. I would really appreciate it if you guys liked, subscribed, and comment down below. Thank you so much for following this tutorial, and I will be back with more. Have a good night.